Nefarious MD found a way of consistently recreating the elusive one-hit grenade bug where it would occasionally deal far more damage than it should have. And it was surprisingly simple. Turns out that if a player is first shot in the leg, a grenade will then inflict a lot more damage than it should do. Hopefully now that it's been revealed, Valve will be fixing it relatively soon. But there are other problems with grenades that also need pointing out. Daniel came to me with several. If a player is stood next to a door, any grenades hitting or skimming their hitboxes will also fly straight through the door behind them. This lets you do a pretty awesome smoke on cache without having to risk opening the door. It requires precise setting up, but here are a few examples of it in action should you wish to try it yourself. And if all else fails, just chuck it directly at them and it should still manage to bounce through the door. He also showed me how to get smoke grenades in mid-air. First you molotov the ground, then you throw a smoke at the poor player's head while they're stood in the flames. Doing this in the right spots will create one-way smokes that will give you the advantage when defending the area. Thanks for these, Daniel. I've left a link to his profile should you also like to leave him a kind message. Labitech pointed out a very mysterious bug. If stood in certain positions, your grenades will be silent for all those around you, and you'll know when it happens because you won't be able to hear it either. For example, compare this throw with this one. Your radio notification will still be heard by your team, but the throw itself for all grenades will be impossible for enemies to hear, even if they're stood right next to you. This could be the difference between a successful pop flash and a horrible failure. I'm not sure what causes this. I did investigate but couldn't find a pattern. It seems to be something to do with the height of the floor that you're stood on, since jumping or standing on something higher up will play the grenade throwing sound again. It happens on bumpy ground, but also on flat surfaces. It happens near ENV soundscapes, but also in open areas where there's nothing. It even happens in this corridor, despite no props, optimization tools or displacements being nearby. It's a mystery, so once we've solved the grenade damage bug, can we please shift our focus onto this one instead? If you're interested in investigating, then check out Labitech's video here where he documents the areas where this sound bug happens. Also check out his Facebook page where he's trying to get the Italian CSGO scene off the ground.